萄酒庄园的购买与置业和购买普通的居家房屋相比，有着许多的不同。比起一个用于自家居住或者投资的房屋而言，一个庄园需要主人用上更多的心思来经营、管理以及规划。不过，购买庄园之后，一位庄园主人在庄园上所花费的心思，全部都不会是白费的，一切的用心都会转化为可贵的收益。买入一个葡萄酒庄园，并不只是选择了买入一个资产，同时也是在选择一种生活方式。在美国，在加州，这种生活方式是蓝天、阳光、棕榈树、葡萄藤，是室外的清新空气与心中的开阔和美，是美国的加州独有的田园风趣。不过，从专家的角度来看，葡萄酒庄园的置业与普通居住用房屋的置业有着怎样的区别呢
？Yeah, certainly. Well, both are very important. You know, a single-family residence, which we call in the real estate world SFR, takes on a lot of responsibility for home ownership. But with a winery and a vineyard, you're encompassing a multi-level stream business, and there's a lot of responsibility. There's employee overhead, there's materials, equipment, supplies, and of course the most important is maintaining the maintenance of the vineyard and keeping the vineyard in shape so that it produces the wine and the grapes each year. So Keyways encompasses both a vineyard and a winery along with a residential home and horse stables on the site that requires a regimented maintenance schedule. That's important because there's a considerable higher valuation than you would with a maintenance of a single family resident home, or in the realtor world, as I mentioned earlier, we call it SFR homes, single family residence. So the potential of the return on investment in investment world is ROI, and that can be very rewarding if you take good care of the business and the property. And with all the revenue streams actively operating on a vineyard, winery, or a estate of this property, like an equestrian property, landscaping, potential small repairs, building structures, depending on the year of the home, there's really no comparison between the two types of properties. With the vineyard and winery, you also inherit a business, so then you must factor in employees in various fields of expertise, such as winemakers, operations manager, retail, production, farmhands, accounting services, and third-party services providers such as caterers and bottling companies that come on the property to perform their services. This will require business-minded persons that have an entrepreneurial spirit to preserve and eventually succeed in the end. Owning a single-family residence property, SFR, can be challenging, but then graduate to an estate-sized property that includes a vineyard and winery, warehouse, production facility, horse stables, tasting room, in a day-to-day, 7 days a week operation, then you will elevate that challenge tenfold. Welcome, folks, to the Keyways Winery and Vineyard Tasting Room. You have a lovely, huge bar. You have lots of bottles, and if you partake in the top shelf there, you're going to see some award-winning wines that the Keyways is famous. There's all different types of varieties. Over here we have the table set up so that you can have some little bites to eat and tasting, and then you have another bar on this side. You have a beautiful fireplace, large brick fireplace. This used to be a barn, and then it was converted into the wine tasting room a few years ago. And when the wine tasting room is open, they'll have music here. They'll have musicians and bands playing, and there's a piano. And in here, this is the entrance leading into the Key Club room. You have to be a private member. And what's great about being a private member, as Christian mentioned earlier in Chinese, that you can get upwards of 20 to 40% discount off the wines. So come on in here, folks. This is a private tour here of the private club area. All these boxes on the tables are actual clients, members that are going to be fulfilled with their orders that they've placed. And then they'll be shipped out to the club members. Okay? And then up here is where all the business happens, besides having a nice view of the wine tasting room. This leads you up to the offices, and because we are selling the winery and the vineyard, we want to show all aspects of the business. And here's just a little quick view. It's a rather large area for office, and the employees will work up here. The accounting, invoicing, shipping will all work from up here. Okay, here in this area here is obviously the docking system where they'll bring the trucks in to load the shipments, and also when the bottling company comes in, they'll do the bottling here on site. This building here, this is the warehouse, and it's quite chilly in here. They always keep it at about 25 degrees. And this is where we store all the barrels. You have all different types of barrels. These are the barrels, the long-term storage. These here are vats. When it's been freshly squeezed from the production, they'll put them in here, and then eventually it'll get processed into the barrels, and then it'll age in the barrels. Once it's aged in the barrels, then the bottling company will come out into the open area outside, and they'll start bottling it, and then it'll end up in this packaging. And this is not a retail packaging. Keeways Winery and Vineyard are a winery that basically sells within its structure. It sells it to the club members, it sells it at the tasting club, and then of course it's available local, but not, and also for export. These are put in pallets, and these are shipped overseas as well to some opportunities for restaurants in China, which is very popular in China right now. So that's the difference between owning a single-family resident home in California and owning an estate. That may be an equestrian estate, maybe a winery, a vineyard estate, but by the end, you're going to enjoy it because you're still in California and you're enjoying the outdoor living.
不同于居住房屋的购买，在决定购买葡萄酒庄园之前，人们往往有更多的问题需要提前考量。总而言之，不管是葡萄酒庄的购买选择，或者是购买后的经营，都不是一件容易的事情。但是，如果你已经下定决心要成为一名庄园主人，并且做好了一切的准备，那么就像我们节目中的嘉宾所说的，相信在最后，你一定会爱上这种生活方式。